moderator. Professor Salinas, how would you relate what's happening here with Proposition 187 with 1942 and the Japanese relocation? Is there a relationship here?
Well, that analogy has been made by several opponents. I understand Jesse Jackson made that analogy. And yes, we're talking about not only denying free rights to those people that are here undocumented, but you have to remember also that many of them have children who were born here in this country. Are their children going to be also treated as criminals, even if they are United States citizens? As a historian, I recall the Depression years when similar repatriation and deportation took place. Between 500 and 800,000 people were sent back to Mexico. Many of these people were legal citizens of the United States being born here, but because their parents were sent back, as Greg was talking about as far as the unification of the family is concerned, their children also went as well. And so this is not new. As a historian, I've seen that whenever the economy soured, whether it was in the Depression years of the 1930s or in the post-Cold War California of the 1980s, we don't always necessarily blame the capitalistic system, but we have to look elsewhere to point our fingers at. And unfortunately, the groups that have the least amount of power to protect themselves, the undocumented, are the ones that are singled out as the source of the problem. I know many people have pointed out that over 400,000 aerospace jobs have been lost in California in the last few years, and illegal immigrants had nothing to do with the loss of those jobs. And so it's a very good question, and I think if we study history, we might be able to gain some insight into solving